Okay, so what did you think of the Will.I.Am song then, and Mick Jagger?
Now, to a layman, to the average listener, it would seem like an absolutely awful song with no redeeming feature. The beat, the lyrics, the music, just everything about it is awful. And since I started my thesis on it, I've worked out that it is just as bad the more you listen to it. It really is just, it's so bad, it's gone full circle, and it's actually incredibly enjoyable.
I'd agree with you on that one. I've been listening to it quite a lot over the last week.
It's got quite a catchy beat, I'd say.
I'm not going to lie, I've listened to it twice a day for the last week. twice a day. I know every lyric. I've got a dance routine.
I want to see that when I get home.
Film that and we'll send it to people.
Unfortunately for all of us, it's radio, so I can't.
Yeah.
Maybe one day. But I'll start with the first verse.
Well, why don't we play you an individual clip? You give your critique.
Oh yeah, no, I'd love that.
And then look at some of the lyrics.
Okay, I think we'll start with the first verse. In the first verse, there's this quote, which is, "Tell a jealous chicken I know what the beef is." Let's listen to it.
Tell a jealous chicken that I know what the beef is.
Now, I've been thinking about this line. It's probably one of the more confusing lines. What is he doing talking to a chicken? I'm not sure chickens are capable of the emotion of jealousy. I think that's a singularly human emotion. I don't know. So first, like, tell a jealous chicken. So that's what I was thinking when I first heard those few lines. Like, okay, yeah, chicken. He's using the standard kind of metaphor of a chicken as a coward. Tell a jealous chicken, I don't know what the beef is. No, I don't know what the beef is. Just cannot fit with tell a jealous chicken with the idea of a chicken being a coward. Because that, if you're saying that, take the second part. I think, what's the beef? Someone's come up to you asking what the beef is. I think that's American for what's wrong with you, or something like that. If he was a jealous coward, he wouldn't be approaching one of the biggest stars, despite having no talent, one of the biggest stars in the world, and asking him what the beef is. It's beggars belief.
That's just the first line that we've come up with. Okay, Eddie, what other lines caught your eye?
Well, there's hard like mother. I'm not you, Andrew, so I'm not going to swear on the show. Mother effing liquid swords. I went on a Webster's Urban Dictionary earlier, and I looked up liquid swords, and the first thing that popped up was it's what people refer to rather bad diarrhea. Now, I'm sorry if I'm lowering the tone a bit, but Will.I.Am done that enough, I feel. So that means he's hard like the day after a large curry. It's not something you want to be, like. You don't want to be like an unpleasant bowel movement. Oh, there's one more in that verse, which is, I am the future DeLorean door.
Yeah. This one intrigued you quite a bit, didn't it?
We've all seen Back to the Future.
Yeah.
There's DeLorean in that. The doors lift up. In the 80s, that was considered tacky. That car then goes in time.
There's no future involved, is there? Yeah, okay, the second one maybe.
In the second one, but really, generally, the first generally it spends more time in the past, and it looks ridiculous in the future. So that is just
tenuous, isn't it?
Done no research.
Really, really tenuous. Okay, I think in the second verse there's one which you played earlier, which was to do with morning wood. I've got no idea what that means, obviously, but
here we go. You ready for it, Ned?
I woke up in the morning, hard like morning wood in the morning.
I woke up in the morning, hard like morning wood. That is just something, isn't it? That is just, it's crude. I don't want to turn the airwaves blue.
No, we don't want to talk about the male phallus too much on this show.
No, but let's just say that he's not a keen follower of dendrology. This is a sexual metaphor, and let's make no bones about it.
Hey.
I particularly like the addition of going from hard like morning wood, hard in the morning, like morning wood, and then adding an extra in the morning at the end. Why do we we're pretty sure by now that this is happening in the morning. Could he not think of any other way to describe the environment that it was, other than it was the morning, in the morning? There's just too much of it. But yeah, there is a sort of broad sexualisation in this song, isn't there?
The other thing about that morning wood lyric, hard like morning wood in the morning. There's no other time you get morning wood. It's not like...
It's in the name. It's in the name.
It's not like it's a phrase which, generally applies to one point of time, but you can actually apply it to other times. No, morning wood is specifically in the morning. You've said it twice.
Okay, all right. I think we're
we'll
going to
move
play.
on. We've been talking about wood for quite a long time. Should we kick?
No, I reckon we'll play a song and then we'll have a bit more talk on this straight after the break. So, what song? What song would you like to
You
hear,
had a
Ned?
request, didn't you?
Yeah, I'd like to hear Summer Camp, Better Off Without You.
Yeah, that's not the one we got lined up, obviously, because you asked for a different one. But
Well,
that is a
whatever
fantastic
you do.
song. Whoever hasn't heard Summer Camp Better Off Without You, you should listen to it. It's not actually on the playlist, so we'll get it on you for next week.
Well, guys, whatever you do, just don't play that LMFAO song.
Okay, that's what he said. LMFAO, Party
That's what
Rock
he wants.
Anthem.
That's what he's gonna get.
Every day I'm shuffling.
There we had Party Rock Anthem, as requested by Professor Sedgwick, who I'm hoping is still on the line with us. Ned, are you still there?
I am still here.
Yes, and we hope you have some more criticisms of that song, which we have now tweeted for all you listeners to listen to at A-Team-URN. What were you going to say? Something about statues? I think that's another interesting lyric that pops up.
Personally, to me, this is the worst lyric in the song.
Ooh, that's a big
in
claim.
a song which cannot move the poor lyrics. Can I just quickly apologise to anyone who's a big Will.I.Am fan, because
There are so many of you out there.
I mean, it's. I just need to find it. It is okay. I get cash. You get cashews. Oh my god, this beat's so hard. Statues.
I like that bit particularly because there is that you gave in that rendition the evidence, but it is in the song where there is an audible gap between this hard and then about a beat or two, and then just statues for no reason. No, not really explained.
Not even like statues.
Just statues.
It's like
Yeah.
he's given up on lyrics.
He doesn't even say like statues.
Yeah, there's no simile there, is there? No.
The more you think about it, the worse it is, because the reason he put statues in there is to rhyme with cashews. Cashews. Putting the lyric, I get sacks of cash, you get cashews in the first place is just, ridiculous.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
Something you're not like, oh, you see all those poor people around the corner eating their cashew nuts. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
Anyway, there's one more you want to talk about.
Well, for me, it's more just the inclusion of rock and roll god, and I say that in quotation marks.
Well,
Mick Jagger
He was a god until he did this.
Well, this
There
is
you
the
go.
thing. This is the thing. I've got this image of all these Rolling Stones fans, listening to Paint It Black, and then just seeing that. Oh, Mick Jagger's got a new song out. Yeah, it's maybe one for the kids, but let's have a listen. Just listening to that and being stunned. Like, no one who's an actual Mick Jagger Rolling Stones fan can enjoy what happens here. Now we've got a little bit of a
We're
clip
going to
for
play
you.
a clip. Guarantee you this is Mick Jagger. This is one of his first ones.
Hard like geometry and trigonometry. What do you think, Ned?
You know what? I'm going to admit I find trigonometry and geometry pretty tough. but I mean, it's his voice more than anything else. He doesn't fit with anything else in the song. He just sounds awful. This is the man that brought. I can't get no satisfaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the most kind of well-known. He basically invented rock, but Satan used to be an angel. And
Yeah.
that was from grace. And this is kind of a bigger fool than that, in my opinion. Because it's okay. First of all, he would have been given, maybe the lyrics to look through. Will.I.Am's like, yeah, what's up, Nick? Oh, I've got this really, really hard song I want you to listen to. Like,
Oh my goodness, the beat is so hard.
Just have a look. It's kind of new and fresh. He's like, yeah, okay, I'll have a listen. Ooh, I don't like this. What about the lyrics? Ooh, yeah, well, we talk about cashew nuts. At one point, I say feces randomly, and I put statues in just for no reason. Okay, so this is awful. These lyrics are awful. Maybe I can save it with my own lyrics. No, I'm writing these lyrics, and I'm putting in random things about trigonometry and geometry. Just making a big deal out being a Rolling Stone. Okay, that seems fair.
How much money they spent as well.
know,
If you
that-
see the
that
video,
video is
it's just
outrageous.
outrageous. Yeah, it's mad. One, how much they spent. Two, that Mick Jagger's even in it at all. Three, the lyrics is just appalling. Will it make money? I don't know. Are people going to latch onto it?
But you know what? If it comes on an ocean, you will see me
Yes.
making a circle in the middle of the dance floor,
doing your best Mick
Getting
Jagger
everyone out of the
impression.
way,
Yeah.
VKs in hand, just absolutely smashing out interpretive dance to every single lyric in this song. Because,
Yeah.
but, you know, I've said it before, Mick Jagger, really, go hard or go home, just go back to the retirement home.
I completely agree. It's the sort of thing where, like, I think if I had to choose, if I'm in Guantanamo Bay, they're doing music torture. What would you rather have? You know, this or Rebecca Black's Friday? I'd rather have Rebecca Black's Friday on loop for eternity than listen to this. Like, it's dire. It's the worst thing ever.
It really is. Anyway.
Anyway, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much for your contribution, Ned. I'm sure we'll be seeing you in the show in the future. You've got a lot of things to rant about. Thank you very much.
Maybe we can have your scathing criticisms every week.
So I hope all the texts have been complimentary about my.
I wouldn't say complimentary.
I think you're lucky we can't read most of them out on air because they're a bit explicit.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Ned. We'll see you soon. Bye.
I think I cut him off there quite soon, but yeah, we've had some texts in. Some of them have been abusive. Someone says he sounds like Lord Grantham. I think that's fair.
Yeah, of Downton Abbey. Yeah, I agree. He's similar characteristics, I feel. Yeah, and we hope you do well when you go off to Ningbo campus.
Yeah.
So
Professor of Lyricology.
Yeah, Lyricology. What have we got now? We've had
a request.
Yeah.
Through the Wire by Kanye West. We're not sure it's for you didn't put your name. We're going to stick it on for you right now.
Yeah, remember, make requests. URM1350.net.